video of how to create a Prezi. Prezi is a great presentation tool that takes the place of a PowerPoint. Now you will need a free account with Prezi, and you also need a email account to verify that. So I recommend using Google. When you set it up for your students, make sure they are using a login and a password that they can remember, or they just use a generic one that you provide them. I recommend the generic method. Again, Prezi is a great presentation tool, and with various features with it. A great feature with Prezi is they have various tutorial videos themselves. You go up here to the tab button, and then you will click on it, and they'll drop down a menu of various pieces, such as first getting started, going to the next level, how to share the Prezi, and then also how to create your PowerPoints over to a Prezi, which would be a great feature if you've already done several lessons with PowerPoint. So now we're going to go up here to your Prezi tab, and we're going to create a new Prezi. Click on it and give it a title. I'm going to label this one Practice, and hit New Prezi again, and you'll have your layout screen coming up and it'll load up. But before that, you have another tutorial section, so they don't leave you alone. But the way to exit out of it, going to the top right hand corner, hit X, and it never completely disappears because it's in the top right hand part of your screen. Now, one of the first things I like to do in this case is to kind of make these grids disappear. Is I try to find a theme. The grids are great because it allows you to line up and make your presentation look very professional. But again, I like to go ahead and find me a theme up here in the upper left hand corner. But also I want to go ahead and introduce you to the different ones. Colors will be the themes in the background. The path is create what you want to see when. Frame is to frame some of the elements together, inserting pictures and videos. Writing, of course, you are writing your text and then show for your presentation. Now add the background here. You have various already preset themes. And I kind of like the last two on the far right, but I'm going to also show you Theme Wizard. Theme Wizard gives you a little bit of control yourself of color and logos, which is also a great tool that you may find to come in handy. Okay, now going back up, getting my background. Like I say, I'm going to do night talk for this one. Looks like the night coming through. And then to eliminate that, go back, hit that arrow, gets back to my original control device. Now I'm going to click on the text that's already there, show you some great features of the wheel. First thing you kind of look at, you can hit plus and it enlarges your text. You can hit minus and it reduces it. And then again, click the outer ring to make it go into a circle. Nice little cute little gizmo there to play with, but it's very important with the presentation later on. Gets a couple elements with it. And then a hand help you move it around, arrange your elements so they're not on top of each other. And then hit the pencil to do some editing. And those are the very basic tools. And we're going to continue with the video to show you how to do different elements with it. And so I'm going to type up Prezi is awesome. And I'm going to hit OK. You can see there I can change the different text and body and everything. So it makes it really a convenient piece. So now I'm thinking about inserting another element in here. Let's do some more writing first. So I'm going to click on write, or I could just click anywhere. And that way I don't have to worry about where it's at, and I can just start clicking and typing right away. And then move it later on. It's just a great tool, and also it's great for brainstorming for the fact that it does move pretty quick and you can move things easily. Now I'm going to insert a image. So I go up here to insert. I'm going to go to image and click on it, and ask for me to select files from a computer or from Google, and search for various things. I already have my image in place. Click on it, hit open. On my Mac, you may have a different feature with your PC, and there's my picture. Don't I look handsome? So now move it over here to the side. Just clicked on it and moved it, and then I clicked on it again to reduce the size, just like with the print. Move it a little bit closer, and everything's looking good, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now I'm going to try to frame my text and my picture together. So I click on the box, and I draw the box out and around it and see how it looks. I'm going to be a little bit tight, so I know I'm going to need to edit here in a second. So I have my box, different shade. I'm going to click on it and click on the pencil to edit the shape of it. That way I'll got a little bit more. I'm not cutting anything of the picture off. And so I have a great tool in place there. Now I'm going to go over here to path. This creates which element do I see first. I'll have the add, and then all you have to do is just click on what you add one first, second, then I'm going to drop down here to third. And so that is now the presentation order. And you can adjust things so you don't like it. All you have to do is click on those numbers and rearrange things. I'll show that a little bit more in a second. Now we're going to show it. And if you click down at the bottom arrows, kind of goes through the presentation for you. Also down there in the bottom right hand corner, you can go to full screen. But as you can see, it gives you a little bit of control here, and it gives a slight movement instead of just a flash of a slide. It does give some movement to it. Okay, I'm satisfied with the basics. Just do a little bit of fine tuning. I'm kind of frustrated at the letters being shown, so I'm going to minimize out, go down on the tab bar, or to the far right I can use the magnifying or the minus. And I saw those words kind of peeking in a little bit, so I'm going to move that down, get those out of view when I see one thing, and just move it down a little bit. And now I'm going to zoom back in so I can see a little bit more details that I'm looking at. And I'm going to go ahead and make this go upside down. Now I'm not going to stop here. I could, but again, it was back into my other part of my presentation. I'm going to make this completely upside down, have a little bit of fun here, and let's show you what happens. Same concept as before. Prezi is awesome. Picture, and now look, with it being upside down, the movement to it. And if I want to go to full screen, I will. Again, it's another great element that you can go to the full screen and go in reverse order, just clicking on those arrows. The arrows did not disappear with the full screen. Now I'm going to change up a little bit with the order. As you can see, it's just my path, and I'm going to take my picture out for a second, click on the number 2 and just kick it out over there. Now I want the whole frame, so I'm going to take it off the words and put it into the frame. Looks like it's still the words, but it's going to catch the whole frame that I had done earlier with the words and the picture together, and there it is. I click the next arrow and have it full screen, and you can see one part, and that way it shows the whole thing together, which I think is a great tool that they've just recently added. Okay, now another great tool they have is where you can collaborate. Go up here and click Meeting, and it goes down. You can invite to edit. When that comes up, you copy the link, and then you will send that link into an email. Kids are able to do this very easily too, and you can have a collaboration going on. Now I do recommend that you kind of minimize that a little bit so the kids have more area to work, and they can blow up their own screen so they can see their detail. But that's how you can use Prezi.